Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to try and help you create the perfect Works Cited page every time. So let's get to it and see if we can figure it out. The reason why I think a Works Cited page is important is because if a reader wants to know about the information that we're using in our essays, sometimes the signal phrase or the parenthetical citation might not be giving enough information for them to be able to find the source on their own. A Works Cited page gives the most information right there on the page, and therefore it's a good resource for the readers of our paper to look up the sources that we're using if they want to further educate themselves on the subject, or maybe write a paper on the subject themselves. So, with that being said, let's hop into it. Now, all of our sources that we used for this unit, or at least all the ones I provided, were all websites. And if you go to the Analytical Thinking, Social Media, and Democracy module on our Canvas homepage, all of those articles and their websites will be up there. Some of them are under different names. So the one about Black Lives Matter fighting the power is just kind of how BLM and so on and so forth. So you might need to do a little digging if you want to find the article that you used and you don't really see it. I could also help you if you want to reach out to me and ask me to help you find it. So yeah, if you click on one of these, right, so you'll have a link to download the PDF, to preview the PDF, or you'll have this link right here that says link, that'll take you to the website that is showing the article. So for example, if I click that, it's going to take me to a new browser window, and then the website where the article lives is going to pop up. So I'm going to just go ahead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the URL in the search browser, and I'll go back to our Canvas page. And if you remember a while back, I put on our Canvas page a link to a citation generator. So if you go back to our home page and you go to I believe it's under Resources for In-Text Citations and Works Cited page, click on that. There's a whole bunch of handouts about doing in-text citations as well as Works Cited pages. There's a video that goes over a Works Cited page. There's a sample Works Cited page. There's a video that says how to use the citation generator. And here's the citation generator itself. So I'm just going to click on that, and that'll bring me to a page where I can get the link to the citation machine. I'm going to open that in a new window or a new tab, and it will come up. And then you can see it gives us the option for formatting, APA, MLA, Chicago. We want MLA, which is selected. And then it gives us the option to choose between different sources that we want to cite. As I mentioned, all of the sources that I gave you were from websites. So I'm going to click on that. And scroll down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste in that website for the Black Lives Matter article into this search bar and hit search websites. And then we'll see if it comes up, which it does. It's the only one that comes up. I know by the author's name and by the fact that it's wired that this is likely the same exact article. So I'm going to hit select. And then it takes you to a page where it tells you all of the data that's going to go into the citation. So you can look that over if you want, but otherwise you can just go to final step. And it'll take you to another page where all the data that's going to go in the citation is again provided, but just in a slightly different format, maybe more comprehensive. You can look that over if you want. Otherwise, just go to create citation. And then scroll down a little bit, and there it is. There's the citation. All the information is in the order that it should be in. It's punctuated correctly. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this, which I notice a lot of you have been doing. I probably shouldn't be encouraging it, but if you're going to do it, let's at least do it right. So copy that. Now I'll go to my Word document where my essay is. Remember that our Works Cited page starts on its own separate page after the conclusion of the essay. It doesn't start right after the conclusion of the essay necessarily. It starts on its own page. So you can see I still have my running header with my last name and the page number right there. At the top of the page in the center, I'm just going to write Works Cited. and I'm going to write Works Cited in the same font type and the same font size as the rest of my essay. I'm not going to try to bold it or underline it or do anything fancy. I'm going to hit enter once for one paragraph break, left align, and then we'll just go ahead and paste what I had copied from the citation generator. Now you'll see it's formatted a little bit differently from the rest of my essay. It's in a different font size, and it also has this weird background behind it, this weird like peach background color. We want to get rid of that, so we're going to highlight this. If you're in Google Docs, you can just right click, and at the bottom of the menu that comes up, it should say remove all formatting. In Word, we have this icon right here. It's a letter A with a little eraser in front of it. It says clear all formatting. So we're just going to click that. That'll get rid of the background color. And now we see that we still have to change the font size. So my essay is in Times New Roman. So I'm going to change the font to match the rest of the essay. I'm going to change the size to 12 so it matches the rest of the essay. And then I'm going to double space it right here. And then it looks like there's a little additional space between Works Cited and the citation. So I'm going to highlight everything. And then I'm going to go to this option, remove space after paragraph. I'm going to click on that. All right, cool. Now what we need to do is make the hanging indent, which of course is what we have to do every time our citation goes onto a second or third or fourth line. We indent every line after the first line. So to do that, I'm just going to put the cursor in front of the second line. I'm going to hit enter once, and then I'm going to hit tab, and that'll do it. And then you can just move on to the third line. You don't have to hit enter again, just hit tab. And that should do it. That'll get you your citation properly formatted. And if I wanted to do another one, right, I'll go back to the citation generator. I'll hit create another citation. This time I'll just type one in since I remember the title of the article. I'll type in WhatsApp skewed the Brazilian election, proving social media's danger to democracy, right? Search websites as we did before. I can see that it popped up. It's from the conversation. This looks right. I'll hit select. And then I will see that, they found all the data. Go to final step. Again, they're going to show all the data, just kind of in a different breakdown. I see that the author is Luca Belli. I remember that's the author from the article, so I think this feels right. I'm going to hit create citation. And then I'm going to copy it. Go to my Word document. Now the citations should be listed in alphabetical order by author's last name first. So I'm going to put Belli in front of Stephen, right? Paste it. Again, highlight it. Clear all formatting. Put it in the same font. Put it in the same font size. Double space it. And make sure I got all additional spaces removed after the paragraph. And then we're going to hit our hanging indent. So just go to the front of the second line, hit enter once, tab. Go to the start of the third line. You don't have to hit enter again, just hit tab. And there you go. Now you can see the URL changed from black to blue. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to highlight that. I'm also going to change it back to black. So it all matches. It all looks the same. And there you have it. A perfect Works Cited page every time. If you're having a hard time with any of this, just hit me up. We can walk it through or talk it through. Otherwise, I'm going to expect you guys to have really, really pretty looking Works Cited pages for this essay. So please work on that. Make sure you pay extra attention to it. Do it right for this essay. That's all I'm going to ask you to do besides the peer review tonight. So I hope this was helpful. And again, just hit me up if you have any questions. All right, take care.